Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I am doing great. Just drinking some coffee in the middle of the afternoon. So I'm going to be getting ready. I'm going to be using a couple of new items that I've purchased and like. I haven't been shopping that much, so that's why I haven't done a lot of new-ish videos. But I have a couple of new things that I purchased that I want to try with you guys. And I just wanted to come on and chit-chat a little bit about the drama that is YouTube beauty channels, or beauty gurus as they like to call themselves. So yes, we're going to chat a little bit about that. I'm going to give you guys my opinion because you know I always have one. I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. As soon as I said prime my face, I realized that I left my eye primer over there, like I always do. I'm going to be using the Boscia mattifying primer all over my T-zone, just in my T-zone. I'm going to prime my eyelids because I have to do it when I'm priming or I'm going to forget. And my eyeshadow is going to be crusty. Why am I drawing a blank? Milk Hydro Blur. You guys know about this primer already. I apply that everywhere because it grips onto my makeup and holds on to it like its life depends on it, which it actually does. All right, now that we're primed, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the foundation. I'm gonna be using the new Sephora, what is it? The Matte Perfection Foundation. This is a long wearing full coverage foundation. I did wear this yesterday. I tried to film this video yesterday, by the way, and it was horrible because my battery just kept dying out of nowhere. So we're trying again today. So I did get to try this for the first time yesterday, and I do like it. It's just too dark for me, so I have to mix it in with something else. So I'm going to be mixing in with my It CC cream to make it just a little bit lighter. I have mine in the color 59 Ebony. It's a super, super matte foundation. I would not recommend you to wear this if you are dry. Where do we start with the YouTube drama? Beauty community is always in some drama, like always in some drama. And lately it has been two main culprits in drama. It has been Juvia'S Place and Jaclyn Hill. I usually pretty much stay out of all of YouTube drama and things like that just because, you know, I don't really care, you know, but I felt like I wanted to talk about it this time. So we're just going to chit chat. It's just my opinion. You don't have to believe what I believe. You don't have to take what I say to heart. If you still support both of those brands, then please do. This is just my opinion. I'm not telling you what to do. Juvia'S Place is a Black-owned, Nigerian-owned cosmetic brand that they started out selling eyeshadow, and they just recently branched into foundations and complexion products. I was first introduced to Juvia'S Place a long time ago. A girl here on YouTube, she's also Nigerian. She used to talk about them all the time. Even before anybody was talking about them, she was talking about them. And I'm pretty sure they weren't paying her to do so because at the time they were so small. And I think she was just doing it because, you know, she wanted to support. It was a Nigerian brand. She was Nigerian, but she would talk about them all the time. Like at some point I thought she owned the company because that's how much she talked about them. So fast forward a few years, Juvia'S Place has become kind of popular. They're picking up steam. They're, you know, have more influencers, especially Black, talking about their products and things like that. And one of those influencers happens to be my friend Tiffany here on YouTube. She did make a video, and I will link it down below. So they start getting a little bit of popularity. Once they start getting a little bit of popularity, their Instagrams start changing a little bit. They start being like every other brand that doesn't really post dark skin tones anymore. They completely switch and they start posting other people, which, don't get me wrong, when you have a brand, you have to post everybody because everyone is going to purchase your product. So you want everybody to see your product under skin. The issue that the Black community has with most brands on Instagram is that they post 100 different girls of other ethnicities all the time, and then once a month or once a year they'll post a black girl. Now I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty, what is this, the Tantour cream bronzer in the color medium. Can you guys believe I'm a medium in anything? I've never been a medium in anything at all whatsoever, so this is kind of exciting. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and blend out my concealer first and then apply that. Juvia's Place has never really had a great customer service. Since the day that they started, there's tons of videos on YouTube of people having just horrible customer service with Juvia's Place. So it's not anything new when people started complaining about their customer service. And then after that, the whole Instagram thing changing. So people started, you know, noticing a little bit more that the brand wasn't as amazing as we wanted it to be. I haven't bought Juvia's Place in a really long time, just because they really mistreated my friend Tiffany, and she made a whole video about it, and she was telling her truth. And not only did people not get that she was just telling her truth and what happened to her, but she kind of got a lot of backlash over it. Like, people were upset with her over, you know, having talked bad about a black-owned brand. So this was a few years back, and she talked in that video why she would never purchase Juvia's Place ever again. When she made that decision, I didn't purchase Juvia's Place either, because if you're going to mistreat my friend, I'm going to take my money elsewhere. You're not the only black-owned brand around. And my money's important to me. I work hard for it. I'm not about to give it to just anybody. I left Juvia's Place alone. I never really talked about it. I never really made a video about it, because I just felt like, you know what, they're doing what they're doing. Hopefully they fix it. They seem like they were trying to be better. So I just kind of left it alone. So let's go into the Huda Tantour. I'm just so tickled pink that I'm in the color medium, because I'm never medium in anything. If you have a darker skin tone, I know you know what I'm talking about. I love this color because I'm more partial to like a reddish bronzer contour situation. I'm going to be using my Real Techniques brush. I'm just going to rub that in there. I've used this one once before, and I know for a fact that I love it. And we're going to go right in the crevice of the cheek here. Let's fast forward to just what happened now. So I give you guys a little bit of background so you will understand why I already wasn't happy with Juvia's Place. But let's fast forward a few weeks ago. They came out with a complexion brand. A lot of people were talking about it. I decided that I kind of wanted to try it, but I wanted to check in with my friend first to see how she felt about it. I was like, are we still buying Juvia? Are we not buying Juvia? She was like, you know, go ahead. And the reason why I'm like that is because I'm very loyal to my friends. Like, I'm loyal to my friends. Like, if you're my friend and you don't like something and it's no big to me and I don't have any investment in that thing, I'll drop it when you drop it. I don't buy Morphe anymore just because I have personal reasons why I don't purchase Morphe anymore. And none of them purchase Morphe anymore. So she was like, yeah, girl, I'm about to do a review on it. So I was like, perf, I'm going to pick it up too. So I waited a few weeks because I wanted to see how people felt about it first. And everybody seemed to like it, so I went ahead and purchased mine. And before I even had a chance to try it, all hell broke loose. Again, Juvia's Place found themselves in hot water. Why? Because they decided to post Jeffree Star on their page. Now, there's a lot of conflicting things about Jeffree Star. I personally do not support Jeffree Star. And before you tell me about how he apologized, I don't care about that apology. It was not sincere, because less than a month later, he was right back calling black women rats. But have any of you guys noticed that he only attacks marginalized, like super marginalized groups that he knows nobody will defend? Like, he always attacks black women. And he always attacks gay men. Have you guys noticed that? He always attacks people that he knows nobody will defend. Nobody wants to see Tati crying on YouTube because then the whole world falls apart. So he would never go after somebody like that because he knows he will lose. He only goes and attacks people that he knows nobody would defend. So they decided to post Jeffree Star on their page, and even though he is the way that he is, he has a big following. I mean, it's a Trump effect. You know, you can still be a horrible person and still have a bunch of people disregarding that you're a horrible person and still support you. He still has a big following, so a lot of brands still, you know, work with him, post them, and whatever. The issue that I had was that Juvia'S Place has always portrayed themselves as a Black positive brand, a brand that really supports Black women and men, but they reposted Jeffree Star. Now, they cannot help who buys their product, and he bought it on his own. Okay, they can't help who buys their product, but they can help who their consumer, who our Black people see on their Instagram. So just to give you guys an example, because you can say, oh, well, it's going to bring the audience bigger. It's going to make them. You really have to be careful about what you invite into your life just because you want to make more money or you want to be more popular, because it might have more adverse effect than you think. I just set everything. So now we're going to move on to the eyes. I'm going to be using my Glow Up palette as usual. Let me give you guys an example if you guys don't understand what I'm saying. You have a brand like Beauty Bakery. Beauty Bakery had a little incident in the past where Huda Beauty made something that was very similar to Beauty Bakery, and Huda Beauty got a lot of flack for it. Jeffree Star stuck up for Beauty Bakery and said blah 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 whatever. I didn't watch the video because I think everything he does is very calculated. I don't think he cares about Beauty Bakery. I think he's just doing it because he wants to seem a certain way. So I can see through things like that really quickly. I don't know if you guys can, but I'm very perceptive to when somebody is doing something for gain and not because that's truly what they believe in. But here's where things are different. Beauty Bakery, I'm sure saw the post, I'm sure saw the video, but guess what Beauty Bakery didn't do? They didn't repost it. They didn't repost it on their page. I'm sure they still got the same amount of press or exposure that they needed without having to repost them on their page. That's a Black-owned company that I will stand behind. That's somebody that has integrity, okay? Because Juvia'S Place did not have to repost Jeffree Star because they still would have gotten the exposure. He already made the video. They didn't have to repost that. So that's where, to me, Juvia'S Place rubbed me wrong. And not only did they do that, but they offended my friend once again. So they were definitely canceled at that point. I returned my foundation. I was not about to support them or give them my money because it looks like they haven't learned anything. They're still doing the same thing they have been doing for years. So I was like, okay, I'm good. It doesn't matter how good this foundation is. I have foundations that I love, and I'm sure I will find something else or another beauty brand that's gonna pop up. They pop up every day. Beauty brands pop up every single day. Not only that, but Juvia'S Place's owner is hella unprofessional. When this whole thing started happening and comments started flying back, you know, Alyssa Ashley was saying things and let me see, Jaclyn was saying things. The owner started saying a lot of rude things. And if I have those screenshots, I will post them here because I couldn't believe she was saying, I was like, you're a brand owner. You can't do that, ma'am. But she was just saying all kinds of things. And I was very surprised that somebody who owns a brand will say those things. She called Jaclyn. She was like, you were dating a married man. She was just saying a lot of things that she didn't need to be saying. That just made me feel like she can't be trusted. She will lie to get you where she needs to be. So it just turned me off even more. I don't care how much Juvia'S Place fixes their attitude or whatever. I'm probably never going to purchase from them again. But just because they're black owned doesn't mean I turn a blind eye and would just do whatever because they're owned by a black person. That's not how this works. We're supposed to be supporting each other, but not supposed to be supporting each other through stupidity. Now, I don't agree with everything that everyone is doing as far as the bigger black Instagrammers like Alyssa Ashley and like Jaclyn. I love them both. I watch them both. I think their content is amazing, and I love that they always stand up when something is, you know, wrong and the brand is doing something that's not right. Like if the foundation shade is not right, I love that they stand up and say those things. I watch them personally, but what I did not like is that I don't really think they have room to talk because they don't want to support Juvia'S place, right? But they want to support Benefit. And Benefit still posts Jeffree Star. Benefit still takes Jeffree Star on trips. Benefit had a whole collection with Jeffree Star. So where do you draw the line? You know what I mean? So they're not going to support Juvia'S place, but they will support Benefit. They wear Benefit. They've been on brand trips with Benefit. So that's kind of where it gets kind of gray to me. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know everything. All I'm doing is I'm just coming up to a conclusion by what I see. It's just my perception. Like I said again, I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel. I'm the type of person that if I don't have the room to talk, I won't talk. Like if it's something that I know I do myself and that's something I'm guilty of, I'm either going to say, you know what, I do this wrong too, but this is how I feel and this is how I would change. But I don't believe in standing up for something, calling something out when you're doing the same thing. So that's the reason why I don't quite agree or understand. I'm not going to say agree because it's not for me to agree. It's not my opinion. That's their opinion. That's the reason I don't understand their view. I'm still going to watch them. I'm still going to support them because I feel that have some sort of integrity. How gorgeous is this right now? Like, are you guys gagging as much as I'm gagging? I'm gagging. I'm gagging all the way. Now, we're quickly going to talk about Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. I don't know why it's more funny to me than anything what's going on right now with Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. I'm sure it's not funny to her, but to me it is because, okay, let's back up. So for you guys, sometimes people ask me, who's that? You know, like, because some of you guys really be like minding your business, drinking your water, don't be worried about no YouTubers or anything like that. Jaclyn Hill is a YouTuber that's very, 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 very popular. I have been watching Jaclyn Hill for years, and I was one of those people that was very excited when she launched one of her first collaboration, Becca, and I loved it. I have champagne pop. I think I have 2 champagne pops. I think I even did a giveaway and gave away a champagne pop. I loved it. But here's the thing, Miss Jaclyn. It has been a few years that I haven't purchased anything from Jaclyn Hill. After the whole scandal with her second launch with Becca, where the eyeshadow palette stuff was wrong with it, and she said it was the warehouse, or was it the production or whatever. She said that Becca used a new company and blah blah blah. Long story short, it was Becca's fault, and Becca had to recall millions of dollars worth of product. So I felt so horrible for the brand because I know how much money they lost behind Jaclyn. And every time that Jaclyn Hill launches something happens. Like every time that she's launching a product, something happens. So since I saw that, I haven't bought anything that she launched. I have to show you guys this new palette that I just got. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It is so beautiful. Okay, so it's a Sephora Pro Face palette, and this is what the packaging looks like. You guys know Sephora has a Pro Eye palette, but now they have a Pro Face. The mirror is ginormous. I don't want to blind you guys, so I'm going to hold it upside down. This is the palette. How do you die? Are you dying? Are you dying yet? How beautiful is this? Like, it's such a beautiful palette. I'm gonna do a little swatch video of this on my Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, please do so. So I'm gonna start by taking the color Jet Setter, which is this color right here. I'm gonna use that right as my powder bronzer, because they do have a color called Epic, which is this dark color, but it's a little bit too dark for me. It shows up way too dark on my skin tone. It's a great contour for somebody who's a little bit deeper. So if you're a little bit deeper than me, you're going to love Epic. So I'm just going to apply this right here. It's pretty, right? Now I'm going to wear blush. You guys know I don't really mess with blush like that, but we're going to go ahead and wear some blush. I'm going to be wearing Premiere in American, which is this reddish color right here. We're just gonna apply that right on the cheek, blend it back. Cheek, blend it back, girl. I feel like I applied too much. This is why I don't like blush. I never wear blush. See, nah, I feel like I look like a clown now. I haven't worn blush in so long, I don't even know how to apply it anymore. Okay, so now that that's on, I'm gonna go ahead and do my next step, which is spray on my setting spray. Now we're gonna go into our brush and we're gonna pick up LA, which is this beautiful highlight shade. And we're gonna apply that right. Whoo! Whoo, 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 girl. Girl, Sephora did not come to play. So basically, I haven't purchased anything from Jaclyn in forever. Like, I just don't feel like being duped anymore. I feel like something always happens with her launches and it's always somebody's fault. With her latest launch, the lipsticks, I wasn't even checking for them. Like, I already knew off the bat that I was not gonna get them. But then people started getting them and people found like hair in the lipsticks and fuzzies and particles of bees. Girl, I don't know how you get a bee inside. Now, I don't know if it was accurate, whoever said they found a bee inside, because I don't know how a bee got into. That's gotta do something with like the production house. Maybe, you know, it was really windy that day and a bunch of things blew in and it all got into her lipsticks. Now, there's a lot of theories going around that the lipsticks was sitting around for too long and blah, blah, blah. I think she's finally made a statement. It took her a really long time, but I think she's made a statement that she's doing a full refund to everyone on their lipstick, at least everyone who wants a refund. But I think that Miss Jaclyn needs to come on her channel or on Instagram or on Snapchat, because she uses all of those, and she needs to discuss it. She needs to tell us what happened. I'm interested in knowing. Even though I don't own any of the lipsticks, I just want to know what went wrong. I kind of feel like this look would have been better with a matte lip, but we've committed to the lip gloss, so we're going to keep going. Anyway, I think she needs to just come and address and tell people what happened. Alright guys, so that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it. You guys know I love giving my opinion about things, although I try to keep it under wraps. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and share if you liked it. Let me know down below what your opinion is on this whole thing that's happening. If you even have an opinion, girl, do you even care, or do you just care that your bills are paid and you just keeping it moving? Because that's how I feel most of the time. But I really enjoyed this video. I'm not going to become a drama channel. I'm just going to talk about things when I feel the need to, when I feel it deserves it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you thumbs up, please share it, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one, in the next one, in the next, and the next one. Hey, hey, hey. Bye.